Hello, folks, and welcome back from the holiday break. Alejandro Alvarez going solo today inside the shoebox for some more Penwood Boys Varsity Basketball. Academy Park takes a small trip up here today, coming into this one 2-7. Didn't benefit much from a holiday break. Their last time out, they took an L against Sun Valley, 70-43. And it wasn't much better for the Patriots over the break either. In the Ben Salem Holiday Showcase, they went 0 for 2. Their last win came against Great Valley, which was our last broadcast. Let's see if they can get a nice little home streak going on here, as we are just about set for tip-off to get underway. Looks like we'll have McLean out to start here instead of Edwards here to Weah. Weah quickly out now to Fisher. Fisher drives back in, up and under layup, will miss. Rebounded for a moment by Cobbs, keeps it alive, and over now to Davis. Davis quickly bringing the ball up. Good ball movement by Penwood out here. Ja'Kai Estrada, his first shot, misses everything. Rebounded by the Knights. Let's see what they can offer up on their second possession of the game here. Directing traffic is Miller off the screen. He'll pop, won't hit. Davis with another rebound there. Looks like Womack will now run the break. Womack dancing around here. Not a lot of motion. They'll send Estrada from one corner to the other now in the hands of Cobbs. Cobbs looks like everyone's sleeping there. McLean out there daydreaming. First minute in and no buckets so far. Good pluck there from Cobbs. Estrada ends up with it. He'll slow it down. He's got some space to work now. He'll dump it down low to Davis. Davis, not a clean handle. Womack will drive in, gets it blocked. Academy Park fighting for the ball. Will get him out of the pack with it. Fisher picked up by Womack, going to his left. Doesn't like what he has. Under layup blocked by McLean. Cobbs ends up with it. He's coming the other way now. Driving. Lost the ball again here. A free opportunity for Miller on the other end, and he'll hit for the first points of the day. Well, hopefully Nasir Miller broke the spell there of no scoring, and now both teams can get in a little bit of a flow. Picking up his dribble was Estrada. Gets the first points of the day for Penwood. Looks like Penwood's going to come out here in a full court trap, and they'll get the steal. Womack wide open layup. Missed it at the cup, and now a foul on Davis. No, they'll signal Academy Park ball. A wide open opportunity at the cup for Amari Womack, and he can't finish. Coming the other there from Bryce Lewis. First three of the day for Academy Park, 5-2. 5:28 to go in the first quarter. Womack picks up his dribble over to Cobbs now. Cobbs has Estrada in the corner. Goes down low to McLean. His left-hand hook won't fall. Trying to fight through that double team. Coming on the fast break now is Academy Park. That layup will fall for Ja'Kai Fisher. Womack swinging around with Cobbs. Little zone being played here from Academy Park. Tough shot by Womack. On the rebound he does. Cobbs wide open three. He'll cash it. All day to line that one up. It looks like Penwood's going to stick with this full court trap here. Got a steal on the last one. Looks like they've had some things to improve on over the holiday break. And another steal here by Womack. Estrada up top to Davis, and Hill missed the jam. Boy, the shoebox is ready to get the lid taken off there. Nafi Davis could not do the honors. Miller now, high dribble, able to get it away. Penwood here, 10-5 here. Just about 4 minutes gone in this first quarter. We'll step aside for a short break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back, folks, out of the Penwood team notorious for starting a little slow. However, in that game against Great Valley before we took our nice little holiday break, they came out the gates hot, and they did not look back. Shot there, no good, but the foul called. Be interesting to see where our main man, Belvin Smith, was at the line there. If he was on the outside of the perimeter or not, let's see. We'll shoot the first free throw coming up, though. It's interesting. We did see for the first time this year Smith out of the starting lineup. Coach Lemon going from much more of a senior-heavy lineup here. Nothing to scoff at, of course. Sometimes that veteran presence can change the team around. That free throw is good there for Smith. It was 3, and he made all 3, so it's a 2-point game now. Still in that full-court trap. Academy Park able to break it. Directing traffic is Weah. Look at the screen. Go back in towards it. Hand on that one was Smith. Driving in now. Tough shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Edwards. Malik Edwards taking a little bit of a step back here. Not in the starting lineup. Instead of the 3, they'll go. Edwards' first free throw is good. That'll be the second foul on Joy Weah. Picked up that first one on Smith, and now the second one on Edwards. Edwards will go 2 for 2 from the line, and we are all tied up at 10 apiece now. That press so far providing some trouble. They're going to call a travel there on Lewis. Chance to take the lead. No fouls yet either, which is another sign of improvement since we last saw this team before that break. Quick shot up and in for 11s. Penwood now with a 2-point lead. Again, this trap doing so well. Smith just a second late, though, on the reach. Fisher's layup won't go. Academy Park keeps it. Lewis back out now. Over to Miller. Thought about trying to take Levins into the workshop, but that much size and length, it's going to be a hard task for the guard to do all of it. Quickly on the boards, though, trying to fight for it was Weah. Couldn't get it. Penwood now out of the break. Levins inside. Layup is good. 14-10 now. Academy Park, if I haven't mentioned already, comes into this one 2-7. They were in the midst of a couple long losing streaks, but they've been able to break them up with a win here and there. This, of course, is the first matchup of the Del Val Conference in 2025. Both teams looking to get out to a hot start in the conference. Name it. And it all starts with dominating your respective conference. As the officials are talking some things over with some of the coaching staff for Academy Park, we await the inbound of Bryce Lewis, who will have to deal with Atolagbe right in front of him. Looks like Penwood, for the most part, hip to hip with every Academy Park player here. It's Belvin Smith testing out the bounce. A little bit over here on the Penwood hoop. 2:39 to go on the clock. So we are still having some discussion here at the scoreboard about what's going on. Looks like now we're finally ready to get back to basketball. And we are. So Lewis will inbound here from that far sideline. Miller off the screen. Silla doing a good job staying with him. Smith will let Weah go by him, and Weah missed everything there on the contact by Edwards. No call, good verticality. Couple of behind the backs from Smith. He'll dump it down low to Edwards. And one. Count it for Malik Edwards. And at the charity stripe. Looks like we'll have a sub come in. Taj Cobbs will check in. Checking out will be Dami Atolagbe. So we'll run that two-guard combo that we've come accustomed to seeing here between Smith and Cobbs. And that trap's still going to work here, and they'll get the turnover there. Weah, a little too flustered, threw it out of bounds. Tried to connect with his man Fisher there. Not on the same page. Penwood with the chance now to make this a double-digit game if they can hit a three ball. Smith will slowly bring it up. Checking around. Turnover by the Patriots. It looks like we'll get an Academy Park timeout here. Quite a swing in between timeouts, folks. Penwood was down 5. Now they look at this 2-minute sort of warning here, you could say, if you're a fan of football. In this first quarter, up 7. We'll step aside for a short break. Welcome back out of the Academy Park timeout. 2 minutes to go here inside the shoebox. First game back at home in the new year for these Patriots. Trying to rinse and forget that Ben Salem Holiday Showcase where they went 0 for 2. Build up a little win streak at home here. At 4-6, first game of conference play for both teams. Each game, Penwood just seems to get better and better, operates more as a cohesive unit. As we await the baseline inbound here from Academy Park. Some more conversation still going on over on the Academy Park bench. Looks like there might be a little wet spot on the court. Of course, a lot of snow still out on the ground outside. You never know what people are going to drag in on their feet. It appears it's more of a mess than I thought. And now we're back to action here. Trap still being applied here by Penwood on Academy Park. We'll get it in again here to Weah. Picked up by Smith. It should be 1:46 on the clock here. The clock not moving on the scoreboard. We saw some issues with that in 2024, of course, with the scoreboard, but hopefully they fix that over winter break. Really just a race against the game clock itself. Weah, a lot of contact, maybe over-exaggerating on that. With that pass there, driving in is Miller, and he'll take a hard shot. Get rewarded with the foul call, and he'll shoot too. Second foul for Penwood. They've kept it pretty clean here in this first quarter. Hopefully no announcer's jinx and effect. First shot from Miller coming up. And that is good. Looks like we'll get Womack subbing in here. He'll check in for Scylla. Got Cobbs to his right, Smith to his left. Smith wide open. Looks like the 3-2 zone here from Academy Park. They'll swing it down the corner to Cobbs. Try and break that zone up. Edwards, little bully ball with the paint. Good execution there on the post spin. Still with the trap. Miller definitely didn't think about driving on Malik Edwards. Will instead kick it out, and that three will sees a double team come his way. Womack now will swing it to Smith. Cobbs in the corner. Quick trigger on the three. Will kiss the top of the iron and the backboard, but won't fall. Looks like we got a timeout taken. Bit of an extended timeout there, folks. Some scoreboard issues with the clock. All sorted out, though, and we're just about ready to get back to basketball. Alejandro Alvarez on the call here for SFBN on the Penwood Athletics YouTube channel. Flying solo today, no Braylon Fortune. Unfortunately, pun intended there. Miller drives in, his elbow jumper won't fall, rebounded by Elevens. Looking to run the break here is Cobbs with Smith. Said they'll slow it down. Womack now on that left wing. They'll dump it low to Edwards. It's been a post game here for Penwood as Edwards down low all by himself. Jump hook is good. And it might just be one of those days for Malik Edwards here. No one really being able to contend with him in the post. That's another issue here on the trap. Will result in another Academy Park timeout. 52 seconds to go. Penwood up 6 in the first quarter. Welcome back, folks. 52 seconds to go. Very high-scoring first quarter by both teams, and if I can do a little bit of math here, Penwood at least on average will put up 80 points by the end of this one. And that would certainly be something. If they can put up 4 more points, technically they're on average for 100. So we'll see if they can keep it going with this trap. A lot of turnovers and a lot of points coming from that as driving in here, up and under layup won't fall. For Academy Park, Bryce Lewis had a little too much on it. Run the break the other way. Smith with a fantastic and one. Man, oh man, Belvin Smith running the break, changing gears. Tough finish with the right hand. Can he convert the three-point play? And he will. Not too many three balls being shot here by Penwood, but certainly making some effort as the trap works again here. Cobbs goes all the way in, and his layup will fall. 30 seconds to go now in the first quarter. All Penwood here early. They're dominating. That ball almost thrown over the head there of Blue. Just able to cross half court. Blue will take a couple of whacks. One to the head as we go under 20 seconds now. Another trip to the free throw line for Academy Park. Penwood bench preaching verticality to the officials, however, they're having none of it. Third foul in the quarter for Penwood. Be the first one on Levens. First one by Blue is good. They get a 10-point game again here. They have Smith all the way back here across the half-court line, ready in case there's a missed shot, and there is. Rebounded by Womack. Had Smith, but he was picked up there by Weah. Womack, 12 seconds to work here. Let's see if he is content to hold it by himself and put up a shot. We'll go to Smith now. 6 seconds. 5 seconds for Belvin Smith. 3 seconds. He pulls. Won't hit. Rebounded by Edwards. It bounced up and down. He didn't have a chance to get the shot up. Well, quite a good first quarter for Penwood. Probably the best we have seen yet. 26 points in that one. Up 10. Second quarter coming your way shortly. Welcome back, folks. Second quarter, just about to get underway. A dominant first quarter by your hometown Penwood Patriots against the Academy Park Knights. Patriots will start with the ball here to start the second quarter as the clock has gone out. And that is not what you want to see here. As the start of the second quarter is underway, both clocks are out, so by mind or by thought, I guess is how this one will go for the time being. Estrada's pass gets tipped around a couple of times. It'll result in a turnover by Academy Park. They're coming the other way now, trying to run the break. Driving in is Fisher. He'll turn it over. Estrada way up front to Cobbs, and his layup will fall. Couple of turnovers here. Put Penwood back up by double digits, and we're going to get a whistle here. We'll see if it's for a foul or if it's for a shot clock. Not shot clock, I apologize. Scoreboard check. Looks like they might just run the scoreboard a little bit differently here as it's still out, but the game will continue to go. Miller off the screen. He'll kick to the corner here. Fisher's three won't fall. Hits the deck. Cobb's able to get the rebound. They're going to call a foul there on Weah. He's got to be careful. He continues to rack up fouls. That's his third here so far, and we just started the second quarter. Cobbs quickly into Womack. Back to Cobbs. Back over to Womack. Now to Estrada. Cobbs in the corner. He's got some room. He'll pull. A little too much on it there. Levens couldn't get the rebound. Trying to run the break here. Foul called, and Levens cannot believe it. Lewis was driving. He had the speed. Able to seek out some contact. First free throw there is good for Lewis. We're going to see Levens check out. Davis is back in. So Lewis will go 1 for 2 here. In a very Penwood-controlled game. Womack looks to Coach Lindman, directing the play here. Davis looking to go down low here to McLean. His left shot will go. And the trap will continue here at the full court press as well, and they'll just throw it out of bounds, that being Academy Park. Penwood doing a fantastic job at just frustrating these Knights at every part of the court. Now it looks like Academy Park is going to try and answer back with a press of their own. No double teams coming, so it'll just be a good old traditional press. Womack will beat it. And we'll get another foul here on Weah. That should be, if I'm not mistaken, his 4th foul. His day might be done early if he keeps acting like this. Cobbs set to inbound, will get it to Davis. Cobbs on the cut inside. Davis thought about it twice. Instead he'll go in by himself. Right hook won't fall. McLean tried to get the follow-up. Knights in transition, can't get the bucket to go. McLean able to snare that rebound away. Womack swings it over Estrada. Down low to Davis. Davis gives the bump. The officials, the looks of it, called a foul, obviously, as subs now come in as well. We'll call it a blocking foul on Edwards. Not Edwards, I apologize. On Fisher. Womack will now inbound. It's 2 bigs down low, McLean inside, but we'll get a timeout, Penwood, before the inbound was complete. So we'll step aside here. Penwood up big, 30-17. Of course, scoreboard's still out, so we're running with what we got on the broadcast. We'll be back shortly, folks. Welcome back, folks. Looks like we're just going to rock without the scoreboard here for the rest of the game. At least in the shoebox here. Back to the baseline inbound for Penwood. Estrada tried to get it to McLean that time. He'll turn it over as the Academy Park player hits the deck there, able to get it off to Lewis. Lewis steps through, gets it rejected by McLean. And now that one will go out of bounds. Looked like it initially went out. Penwood will benefit from this, though. So Estrada now has a little bit of time to tie his shoe. It should be Penwood ball, but a little bit of confusion. We'll get a sub in for Academy Park. See Amos Brown check in. Step back jumper. Missed everything there for Blue. And Womack running the floor the other way. Goes back to his left. Nice spin move in, trying to break through the double team, able to get it to Davis. Ball's on the ground. Players are fighting for it. Academy Park out of the huddle. Going the other way. Layup is good for Fisher. Just about 5 minutes to go here before we hit halftime. Smith will now bring it up on an island here against Lewis. Go to his left, get the Womack screen. Womack will get called for a travel there, lost his footing. We'll get a couple of subs here. We'll see Edwards check in for McLean and Silla check in for, to be determined, and it is Womack. Academy Park will inbound here. Quickly in now to Fisher. Changing speeds. Looks like he'll pick up a foul as he was driving to the hoop. He'll stay on the ground for a baseline inbound by the Knights. It'll be Brown inbounding here over to Miller. Miller has Fisher to his left in the corner. We'll get it to him. Fisher trying to go baseline here. Stays in bounds, takes an unfriendly bump, and Nafi Davis able to steal away. The panic pass down low. Estrada to Edwards in the corner. Silla will swing it back up top. Estrada's three is cash. Jakai Estrada becoming somewhat of a three-point specialist here for Penwood. Scores in bunches when you need him. Silla will get the rebound there off the missed Academy Park shot. Smith drives in. He'll get it over to Davis, and another easy bucket for Penwood. Changing pace. And looking for contact there was Fisher. He didn't get any of it and just threw it up in the air to a waiting Edwards. In the corner now, Silla. He'll drive in. They'll say travel. Take a look one more time here. See if we can find out where that Silla travel was. It must have just been on that gather. Academy Park quickly coming the other way now. They're in a bit of a bad corner there. They'll throw it away into their own bench. And a turnover again for Academy Park. Penwood with this massive lead, majorly in part to the turnover battle. And they're just dominating when it comes to that stat. Steals galore, turnovers galore. Belvin Smith now off the screen from Edwards. He has some space. They'll dump it down low. Edwards couldn't get it initially, able to reclaim it though. Back up top to Smith. He'll step it back. The three ball, no good. Rebounded by Silla. Puts his head down, goes back towards the basket. Didn't get it at the cup, but Nafi Davis on the boards cleans everything up. Back to the trap. Estrada and Davis suffocating Nasir Miller there, and he'll be forced to take a timeout. Academy Park still trying to figure out a way to beat this full court trap. Let's see if they can talk things over and figure out a way to get back into this one. Welcome back, folks. 3:34 left on the clock here before we hit halftime. Penwood dominating, almost up 20 now. And Academy Park just hasn't figured out anything. Inbounding now is Lewis. Penwood will end up with Estrada up and over. It's Academy Park now. Looking to get some points here. Now Sierra Miller drives in. We'll kick it off here to Weah. Weah drives in, runs into a wall, and Malik Edwards, man, oh man, that should be a forced jump ball here. It will be, but it'll still be Academy Park possession. Man, oh man. In just a couple of moments here, folks, I will be joined by the one, the only Braylon Fortune. As just finishing up school, of course, able to make it to the dance now inside the shoebox. Miller controlling. He'll drive in, gets it blocked by Edwards. Coming the other way is Penwood Smith. 2-on-1, goes behind the back to Edwards for the and one. How about that, Braylon?
Yeah, it's great work there by Edwards. Just Penwood's dominated most of this game. You know, I was watching it on the way here from school, like you said, and Penwood's just been really dominating this game in the first, and it seems like that Great Valley game, it seems like this talented squad's finally figured something out.
Absolutely, and it all comes from what we've seen so far. They've not stopped running this full court trap, and Academy Park has not been able to get a clean possession really for what seems like this entire first half, as Edwards will look to now convert the and one.
Yeah.
And he will. So, of course, as you can see, Braylon, scoreboard, a little bit of issues here in the shoebox. What's new? So we have 2:30 to go here on the clock. An easy layup there for Blue. Smith coming the other way now. Certainly in no rush. We'll dump it down low to Edwards. They'll call a foul. Well into the bonus should Penwood be at this point. As we see Belvin Smith check out. And back in comes Atolagbe. Looks like we're not in the bonus just yet.
Kind of hard.
Well, no, we are. Apologize. Players seemed like they were getting ready for an inbound, but now lined up for some free throws. Of course, some subs made a little bit prematurely here. First shot's got to go through before you can make any substitutions by both teams here. So Edwards for his first free throw here. Certainly comfortable at the stripe in this one. He'll make the first. And now we'll get our subs.
Yes, it will look like number 11, who we do not have a name for, I think a JV activated player for this game. And
that trap going and working wonders. Cobb's got a hand on it, couldn't steal it though. There's Miller now, showing some fancy moves, not really going anywhere with it though. Picks up his dribble, back out up top. Lewis's three won't hit. Right into the waiting arms of Cobbs. Cobbs, looks like a little football pass there. Too strong, sand came off the hand a little bit weird, or someone might have touched it. Either way, it'll be a turnover.
I mean, Taj Cobbs was the starting quarterback for that Penwood football team in the fall, so explains why he has that football-like pass and just put too much power on it.
Ja'Kai Fisher, apologies, Anthony Blue had everything but the finish there. Fancy move to get to the rack. Couldn't finish the layup, though. Now Penwood looks to maybe just dump it down low again here to Edwards. They do now. Edwards, turnaround hook, got a lot of contact. Levens on the boards, couldn't get it. Gets it again, won't finish it. Cobbs now will get the ball. He'll pull up. Won't hit it either. Still fighting for the boards here. Controlled by Penwood. Looks like we'll get a foul here on Academy Park. Levens not backing down on those boards, showing plenty of aggression.
Yeah, definitely more packed shoebox we've got here tonight. As definitely, but when I was getting ready for this game, I thought this was really a 7 o'clock game, you know, when you get a rivalry like this. And boom, surprise, when I saw on Instagram for this game that it was at 3:30, I rushed over here.
Levens missed the first. And the shoebox is basically, I'd say, like a 70-20 split of course, in favor of the home team, Penwood. But Academy Park, not too far from here, of course. As you mentioned, some rivalry going on here. First game in the Del Val of 2025.
That feels.
And Academy Park's fans trying to show out here in a very important first conference game. They'll get a full court pass down here to Miller. He'll pull the three and miss it. Rebounded by Edwards. Surveying his options. He'll get it over to Cobbs now. Cobbs drives in. He'll leave it off here. Levins. Doesn't get much easier than that.
Penwood continues to pour it on their rivals here. Just what you like to see if you are the Penwood Patriots.
Lewis put his head down. Couldn't get anything going there, but a foul called on Blue. On our mystery Penwood player at the moment. Looks like that is Marion Miller, who is number 11 for us here. And the fantastic Penwood white, blue, and a splash of maroon. Second free throw coming up here for Blue. He will hit. So it'll be 23-44 in favor of Penwood. A 20-point lead here as we get increasingly close to halftime here. 40 seconds just about. They'll dump it down low to the big fella McLean. Throws a shoulder, loses the ball. And Silla will rip it back. Cobbs, he'll pull the three. Left it short.
Yeah, it's good offensive possession by the Patriots to get it back after losing it prematurely. And now they just couldn't finish it as Cobbs just wanted to take that quick shot.
Miller, a little floater action, missed everything there. Rebounded by Levins, and with 17 seconds to go, Penwood, of course, not aware of the clock situation. Silla's got a wide open three. Hit a weird part of the rim. Looks like we'll get a call. We'll say foul.
I think this will be
on McLean.
Off-ball foul. As looks like this will be shots for Academy Park as we take it down to the other end.
9 seconds just about on the clock here. Shooting free throws will be Fisher. It's certainly a one-sided game so far in favor of Penwood. First free throw is good for Fisher. We'll bring it back to an even 20 here. So we see Silla check out for Smith. Haven't seen too many situations where Penwood has operated well with getting the final shot, but they'll get another crack at it here. Under 10 seconds to go after this second free throw. Or at least they should, barring a miss and a rebound by Academy Park.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good by Fisher. Levins quickly and Smith. Of course, not sure how much time he has. 4 seconds, 3 seconds now, 2 seconds. Cobbs. Looks like he won't get a shot off. Hard to tell what the clock's actually at right now. Player's still going. Smith. No, they'll say McLean, another off-ball foul.
I don't even know what the clock is at this point. And the problem here in the shoebox is, I think I've mentioned it before, for the people that don't know, there is something with basically the big remote that controls the scoreboard, and with the issue with the connection to the board. Since it's pretty old here, and they need to fix that, but they would need to get a whole new scoreboarding system for that. So they really are going to finish out this season. And what I've heard from one Penwood official is that Penwood is getting a whole new school around 2026, and they will have a bigger gym, and that will basically be it. That will be it with our scoreboard troubles we've been having this year.
Well, at that point, what do you call the new gym? Do you upgrade it to a shoe store? Shoe department? We'll see, as a quick three by Miller missed it all, and that is how we go to halftime, folks. Patriots up big here, 19. We got 44-25 here on the scoreboard as we hit halftime. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, folks, so don't go anywhere for that second half. Welcome back, folks. Halftime is over. Alejandro Alvarez, Braylon Fortune here on the Penwood Athletics YouTube channel, powered by SFBN. Very dominant first half for Penwood as Malik Edwards picks up where he left off in that first half, just being a bully down low.
Penwood's continue to be dominant in this game.
Tough layup there on the other end, though, by Jakai Fisher.
Great work there by Fisher, just trying to keep some momentum in Academy Park's way, being down and catching Penwood sleeping on defense.
And we did have the scoreboard on for roughly 15 seconds before it got shut back off. Of course, Penwood can give you a score, of course, that you can see on the broadcast, 46-25. Certainly dominant in all aspects. Really what Academy Park hasn't been able to do is get any layups. And we did always say that this Penwood team, with their height and length and size, would provide some problems for teams that can't match up in that category, and we're seeing it right now with the Knights.
That's good there for Penwood. Like I said, they finally figured something out. Here's Davis.
Nice little give and go there in transition.
Smith. Well, Davis to Smith, then back to Nafi Davis, and that's poked away by Davis. He gives it back to him. He'll put it in as Penwood continues to dominate this game.
That's 4 quick points for Nafi Davis and 2 quick assists for Belvin Smith. Another steal here on the trap. Cobbs will go and pick up the foul. Shoot 2. That would have been 2 straight turnovers here in the backcourt. It would have been something for Academy Park. You think they would have talked things over at halftime, and the multiple timeouts they took in that first half on how to beat this full court trap. However, Penwood with the length and the ferocity, just not allowing the Knights to get their footing.
Yeah, this is going to be hard as now. Number 21, Jalen Gordon Graham.
Jalen Jordan Graham checks in. Those double last names are always fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
As Blue almost turned it over there. He'll get it to Lewis. One more off to the freshly checked in Gordon Graham. Unable to quickly in transition. Smith, fancy layup. Got the crowd and me included a little excited there. Thought he was going to go for a big jam. Instead, he'll go for the much safer option in the layup. That 3 ball was missed by Miller, kept alive by Penwood. Coming the other way now. Smith quickly into the corner. Cobbs thought about the 3. He'll dump it down low here to Edwards. Over to Estrada now. Estrada to his right, up and under for Jakai Estrada.
Estrada's been amazing. Continues Penwood pouring it on as Academy Park just trying to do something.
Weah's floater won't go over the big man Edwards. Rebounded by Estrada, but he's in a little bit of a double team there. He gets it safely over to Cobbs. And Cobbs has a lot of room to work here. He'll drive in, layup, won't go. Rebounded on the boards. Davis couldn't get it. Over to Edwards now. Second attempt, he'll get fouled.
Yeah, Penwood, like you said, using that height, size advantage right there. Just Academy Park couldn't get the rebound. It was great boxing out by Penwood to continue to get the offensive rebound. This is going to be a tough one for Academy Park to come back at this point. But Edwards will miss the first free throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, Braylon. Edwards is certainly working himself into a very, very, very respectable double-double here. Just a beast on the boards, well over 10 points already in that first half. He just keeps on being a menace down low, and Academy Park doesn't really have an answer. As we'll see James Lawson now check in for the first time here in the second half amidst the foul troubles of most of the Knights here. Will keep the press alive here. A bounce pass to absolutely nobody. Estrada on the steal will get fouled as Blue just threw it away.
Yeah, so Penwood will go right back to the line likely, and that's what it looks like they're lining up to do. Estrada seems to be a little confused.
Certainly up in the air when he picked up the foul.
Definitely seems to be. He was confused for a second if he was shooting or not.
Estrada's first free throw won't go either. Thankfully, you can afford to miss certain things like that. It's 56-25 here with 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Estrada's second shot will fall, so we'll go 1 for 2 at the line here, and immediately a rare instance where that full court trap is broken. But quickly back on this press is Penwood, hip to hip. Tough shot by Weah, won't fall. On the rebound is Lewis. It'll swirl the iron and not fall. Lewis somehow ends up with the loose ball, though. Weah, another floater, can't get it over the big man Edwards. Still fighting for the ball. Davis controls over to Smith. Has Estrada in the corner. Look at Davis just taking his time. Perfect patience there, and he'll get an easy layup for 2.
Great work there by Belvin Smith. Freshman. He's definitely progressed as we saw him at the start of the season. He was playing decent. He wasn't playing bad, but he wasn't playing like many people would expect of a freshman that's playing varsity his first year, especially in a basketball-heavy school like Penwood. Definitely, they have a District 1 from 2010. They have a basketball states and a runner-up. So this is definitely a basketball-heavy school. They've had competing programs for the past decade, and it's just great to see him. And now he's progressed to a level of he's playing how people expected him to play.
He's having an extraordinary game here today, and it could be in part to maybe him getting out of the starting lineup. They ran a much more senior-heavy lineup here today against Academy Park. And Smith coming off the bench has provided plenty of assists, plenty of points, you name it. A couple of steals as well. Looks like we're going to get an off-ball foul here on Academy Park. We'll call it on Nasir Miller. But right now, Penwood clicking on all cylinders here, 59-25.
Yeah.
They were on pace for at least 80, and they certainly seem poised with just a hair under 4:30 to go to at least crack 70 here at 59 points, just about halfway through this third quarter. Set to inbound here is Atolagbe. We'll have Silla in, and that one goes right off the feet of Levens. Careless turnover for Penwood, but not the end of the world by any means. Lawson now will inbound for Academy Park. Get another whistle here. Not sure if it's a timeout or a sub, as the officials now talking with the coaching staff of Academy Park.
Something happening over there.
Looks like we have a car issue here. Someone needs to move their vehicle. Hopefully it's none of you lovely people who are watching this broadcast. As now bringing the ball up is Weah. In foul trouble here. Of course, we saw him very aggressive in that first half. Seems to have taken his foot off the gas here as that shot won't go. Rebounded by Levens. He'll kick it over to Womack now. Into the corner, Atolagbe. Down low, tried to get to McLean, went right through his legs. Now coming the other way is Academy Park. Davis White created some trouble there. That three ball missed everything there. Rebounded by Silla. Just a little bit of double dribble there. Womack now will step it back out. He's picked up heavily now by Academy Park on a double team. Careless pass will end up in a steal. Academy Park looking to run the break here. Lawson, the big fella, gets it rejected by Levens. And they'll say out of bounds, Penwood ball.
Yeah, great work there by Levens, and I'm seeing constant hustle from Weah. Thank you, Alejandro. And I just see him hustling constantly around the court. He's been playing pretty good here besides his team being down by a big margin.
Miller giving Womack something to work with as he travels up the court here. He'll get it off to Silla. Over to Atolagbe now. Back over here to Womack. Constant ball movement here. Slow down a little bit for Penwood. Looks like Levens is set to get the ball here. And we'll get another whistle here. We're going to get a timeout Penwood as the offense looked a little bit stagnant there. So they'll talk things over here with 3:13 to go, up big inside the shoebox. Welcome back, folks, out of the timeout. 1:46 to go in a 27-59 ball game. Atolagbe will inbound here for the Patriots. Get it over to Womack. Some good off-ball movement now here by Penwood. Womack. Atolagbe's got a wide-open man in Tennyson Abdullah, but he can't get it to him. Bucket still goes for Penwood, though. Coming the other way is Fisher for Academy Park. Gets it taken away by the freshly subbed in Abdullah. Gives it off to Silla. Can't finish it, but Levens on the boards. Gets the putback.
Penwood, I heard over that they said to get some of their JV players to get their stuff on, as I guess they're looking to play some of their JV talent in a varsity matchup.
Silla on that inbound. Well, if I'm not mistaken as well, we might have a JV game coming up after this. Womack, fancy dish inside. Levens wasn't ready for it. Kept alive, back out here. Atolagbe's three won't go, right into the hands of Levens, though. And he threw it right away there to Lewis. And a block on the other end. Layup will fall for Lewis, but good hustle there from Levens. He turned it over quickly back across the court, though, for a massive chase down block. Atolagbe puts his head down, able to keep the contact to a minimum there against the way up, but he couldn't finish. The layup blue will go in now, and they'll call the blocking foul and one for Academy Park.
Yeah, just hustle there, discipline from a player like that to turn the ball over badly and then hustle all the way back down the court when the play just seems dead, seems like they're going to score, and reject it. That's hustle you need.
Especially in a blowout situation like we're seeing right now. It's always good to see that your players aren't giving up, getting comfortable. Still got to play each quarter to the full 8 minutes that you're in there, however long you're in there. You got to play it like it's your last couple of minutes regardless. Some subs coming in for both teams. We'll see Silla check out. And back in comes Miller. Womack getting the ball plucked away there, stolen by Miller. He'll pull it up before the clock expired, but no good on the basket. Well, a 33-point lead is how we will head into the fourth and final quarter here inside the shoebox. Stay tuned, folks, for the finish. Welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter just about to get underway. Penwood cheerleaders still on the court here as just about everyone else is ready to get back on the court. Of course, no diss at the Penwood cheerleaders. We love everything that you guys do constantly for every game.
Coming out.
Certainly easier for them than it would be for anyone like us here putting on the headset. Well, fourth quarter underway anyway. Academy Park will start with it. Weah travels to his right. He'll check it off to Miller now. Miller will pull the three and hit.
Great work there by Miller. Get some points on the board for Academy Park as they'll try to make a legendary fourth quarter comeback.
63-37 now after that three ball. Melvin Smith controls. We'll get it up top here to Davis. Doesn't elect to take the three. Estrada now surveying. Get it over to Cobbs. Cobbs quickly goes in. Gets it plucked away, though. Perfect timing on that steal. And Miller hanging in suspension there. Tough right-hand finish goes down. Looks like Penwood now in this fourth quarter running that 3-guard lineup with Estrada, Smith, and Cobbs. They'll dump it low to Davis, gets his man in the air, and he'll pick up a foul. Instead, they'll call travel.
Yeah, I definitely saw that maybe that pivot foot moved, slid along the court a little. As looks like the court's been freshly waxed.
Well, thank goodness, because with all that snow and everything that everyone else is dragging in, it's, of course, going to be a little bit of an issue, you know. We saw earlier in this game that we had a little bit of a break in the action where the floor was quite wet, and they had to go through a couple of towels to get it all cleaned up, as that layup will fall for Penwood.
You can't hate on the snow too much, man.
Well, I know for you it's a lot easier because you love the snow. You got a day off of school.
Yeah, and also I get to have fun, play. You know, I have Edwards did not like that call there, but, you know, I got a trampoline. You know, all that snow piles up on the trampoline, no matter if it's very light snow and barely covers. So, you know, it piles up on that trampoline. You know, I jump on that trampoline. Man, have fun in the snow, and it's just fun to play football in the snow, too, so can't really just snow.
It's true, as that dunk there, not as clean as you want it for Blue, still falls down. It's a little lucky there on the rim hang. Estrada now will bring it up. As long as you're staying warm while you're doing all that stuff, that's really all that matters, as Estrada will give it up there. Weah, spin layup, and he'll hit the and one.
Wow.
Giving the Academy Park fans something to cheer about here, down 20.
Wow, just take a look at that, man. Spin move into an and one layup and put it right in. There's some Academy Park fans here talking after that one, no matter how much you're down by. That's an impressive play.
Sometimes you can just ignore the scoreboard and can just appreciate a good play or two whenever it happens, and that is certainly what happened there with Joey Weah hitting that and one. So we are having a conversation between Nasir Miller, one of the coaches for Academy Park, and one of the officials there. Looks like we're finally ready to shoot some free throws. A free throw, I should say.
Here we go. Free throw falls in on net, as we might have a sub. No, it doesn't look like we do.
Hard to tell what the break in the action is. Thought it was going to be for an Academy Park timeout. But
I think it's a clock issue. The ref signaled the clock should run. Interesting. But we'll continue play here in the shoebox.
21-point game. Cobbs looking to make it 23. Lost the ball there. It's Academy Park now running the defense a lot differently. A skip pass inside. Too strong on the finish there by Fisher. Coming the other way is Penwood. Cobbs gets it up here to Smith, and he'll put on the brakes. Back over to Cobbs now. Cobbs will drive in. Layup won't go. Rebounded by Davis. Up and in.
Great work by Nafi Davis. Continuing to pour it on is Penwood. And it's just interesting as
we'll get a walk there.
Definitely. And at this point, both teams are really just playing. As this game, I mean, it's not over till it's over. Penwood almost pulled off against Paul Robinson. I have a...
There's a technical foul called. They'll say Cobbs picked up the tech there. Not very common in high school basketball, of course, but the rules are certainly a lot more strict at high school level when it comes to technical fouls. Saying a little too much talking, perhaps, and maybe some other extracurriculars that, of course, we cannot say over the broadcast. So the technical free throws are over, thankfully. Back to action we go. Academy Park will get the ball along with the free throws, of course. Weah will get it in now over to Lewis. Back to Weah. We'll get it down low. Blues three. Missed everything. Inside. Very vertical was Jakai Estrada, but they'll say foul anyway. Let's take a look at this one more time. Missed the three badly. Let's see. Estrada's feet aren't set, and that is where the foul will get called there. Makes sense. As we have just a little bit over 5 minutes to go here in a 67-44 game. Patriots just dominating on all factors. Let's see if I was right, though, about them cracking 80. They need 13 more points.
Not too many points, 5 minutes, try to get it done. But Penwood might be just playing a little lazy, you know. I mean, they basically already won this game.
Well, they've been playing their tail off the entire day as Scylla will pop a three. Won't go. Rebounded by Academy Park. The Knights looking to run a break here. Miller's layup will fall, and they'll count a foul after. And perhaps a little bit too careless is Penwood here. They'll call a timeout from the looks of it. The officials have appeared not to see it, and now they do. Penwood's going to take a timeout here. Talk things over after a little bit of a run here by the Academy Park Knights. We'll step aside for a short break. It's cool. It's whatever. Welcome back, folks. Free throws coming up here for Miller. Off the end one. 3:38 to go on the clock here. We'll get a sub. Levins will check back in. Checking out is Davis. For all the bigs and the forwards today for Penwood, it's just been a spectacular day for just about everyone. Levins, Edwards, McLean, Davis, you name it. All four players have just been spectacular all day in the post, on the rebounds, you name it. They executed that trap to start those first three quarters excellently as Levins, bit of a fastball into the chest there of Edwards. Wasn't ready for it. Clock will continue to roll here. Under 3:30 now. Weah off to Miller. Miller in the corner to Lewis. Can't hit the three. Tried to get his own miss. Estrada comes out of the break with it. Scylla. Over to Levins. Almost lost it. Able to control. Back over to Scylla. Down low to Edwards. Edwards on the double team. Estrada now, and they're going to call a travel. Good save there by Brennan before the ball went into our desk.
Yeah, ball was coming in pretty slow, you know, so just not really too much reaction time to use. Is never a loose ball here. Amari Womack will take it easily as Penwood continues to dominate, trying to get this game over with and go home, enjoy maybe some TV, something, Netflix, whatever, teenagers.
Looks like another foul was called. See if it was on Penwood. Say it was. Not sure who they called it on specifically, but Academy Park will sideline inbound now with Weah.
And look like Penwood will now be checking in Belvin Smith.
Scylla will take a seat. Quick three in, but they'll call a foul on the shot by Miller. See if we can get an angle of that there. On the three by Miller. Almost looked like he didn't even have intentions of putting up a clean jumper. Kind of just forced the contact regardless.
Man, hey, it's part of basketball. You know, trying to get that call as he'll go to the line for 3 now.
Certainly true. That free throw there almost went out, but it'll go.
And Miller kissed the iron there and the backboard before that ball rattled in. Second one goes in.
That was the third free throw, actually, and it will fall. Coming the other way is Penwood, at least trying to. Academy Park, real physical down the stretch here. We saw Penwood did have issues with some traps in the previous year as they try and clear out here. That's a clear foul there on Womack. As this clock reaches a minute and change. See the foul there on Womack on the inbound.
Yes.
For a sideline inbound on that far sideline. Surrounded by Academy Park fans. Not exactly loud, of course, because, well, it's about a 20-point game still. And another foul there on Academy Park. Looks like Nasir Miller picked that one up. Another baseline inbound for Estrada.
Yeah, definitely this game was closer, like around 3 points right now, or just close in general, around 5, 6 points. This shoebox would be loud as it's been in previous years, and Penwood just dominated this year. They'll still play Academy Park one more time in Academy Park on their campus.
Well, it's a good start, obviously, to get the first win in the matchup, as that three from the corner won't fall for Academy Park. Rebounded by Levins, and it looks like Academy Park sort of waving the white flag here, not pressing nearly as aggressive, as Estrada will pick up another foul there, courtesy of Miller.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fouls by Academy Park. And it looks like this one will wrap it up.
That'll do it. They'll just call the game there. Some scoreboard issues didn't really give us much of an idea of how much time was left at whatever point. But regardless, Penwood coming out of here. Penwood is coming out of here with a fantastic win. Double digits. Was 20 for a long time. Kept it at 10. They dominated from start to finish. And we will see a nice little win streak forming here in the shoebox here. First win in the Del Val as well. 1-0 in conference play is Penwood. And you always love to see that. Stay tuned, folks. Post-game interviews with Braylon coming up in just a couple of moments.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to the shoebox after the sort of blowout here in this divisional game between Academy Park and Penwood. We got Malik Edwards, Nafi Davis. I'm sorry. Is your last name Lewis, man? I'm sorry, man. Levins. Thank you, man. Your name. We're gonna ask you guys some questions, get you out of here. So start this game. I wasn't here. I had to get home from school. But it seems like you guys really controlled the game. Basically, the whole game evolved around you, and you guys were able to just continue to get buckets in the paint and get stops. How'd that feel?
Execution by the whole team. Listening to the coach, do what we're supposed to do, and go out and win. It's a new year, so first season.
It's good. We just got to play as a team and all that.
It's simple. I mean, there was a very undersized team, and we just used our height and advantage to win over them.
Yeah, and how just execution continuously was the game plan the whole time to get all three of you involved in the whole game?
Yeah, just feed the bigs. We had the size, so we used it.
Yeah, we had a size advantage on the whole game, so just feed the ball to the bigs.
The whole orientation of our offense is to feed the bigs, so that's what we did and executed perfectly.
Hey. And one more question. Hey. Do you guys think you guys have continued to basically evolve, progress in the big man play? You know, we talked about it a lot on the broadcast, how basically every game you guys have a height advantage. And have you guys feel like you've used that better throughout the season as we get into conference play and all that?
Yeah, it opens the game. You feed us first, give the guards after. Make shots, and we're good.
Yeah, feed the bigs first and the guard get the all the points after that.
For sure, for sure. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you, everybody, for watching here from the Shoebox.
Bye, guys. We love you all. Bye, Coach Mike.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the stream here today. Hope you had good holidays or all that, whatever you celebrate. And we're going to see you guys on the 9th for Chichester taking on Penwood here back at the Shoebox. Thank you to our producer, James. And what's your name again, man? Fartan. Fartan, sorry for forgetting your name, man. I'm just a kid. And Alejandro Alvarez, my commentating partner for this football and basketball. Thank you, everybody. And that man out there, I'm sorry I forgot your name, man. My brain, I don't know. Goodbye, every night.